It's a new chapter for Africa's tourism and aviation sectors as the second edition of the UN Tourism and International Civil Aviation Organization Ministerial Conference on Tourism and Air Transport in Africa ends in Angola, with a bold call for greater integration, stronger partnerships and united action among African nations. Ministers and global stakeholders say the future of Africa's connectivity, economic growth and global tourism standing lies in how well the continent can collaborate across borders and beyond barriers. Our senior correspondent, Kingsley Uranta, who was at the conference, now reports.
For 3 solid days, they dug into their business, creative and professional experience to hammer out solutions to the missing link between tourism and air transportation in Africa.
In aviation, it's like chicken and egg. No, if you don't have planes, you don't have tourists. If you don't have tourists, you don't have planes. Demand is here. All participants mentioned that the population of Africa is growing. Economically, Africa is one of the growing continents in the world. When people are getting better what they want, first is to travel, and demand is there.
Do you think this strong contingent is taken back to Nigeria from here?
What I have seen here is strong collaboration. We can sit and talk without the synergy and the enablement, that power to wanting to get all the policies that has been put in place to actually be implemented. So that, and then the use of technology, because while we want our airspace open and all that, we need to ensure that security, higher security is in place, because that is one of the things I have really picked up here.
The panel discussion teased out critical views and areas that require urgent attention in advancing the sectors and building a sustainable synergy. The issues at stake required high-level participation, as exemplified by the presence of ministers of tourism and transportation in Africa and the Secretary General of the UN Tourism, Zurab Pololiskashvili, whose term ends in December this year. Although Africa recorded 74 million international arrivals in 2024, a 12% increase over 2023 and 7% more than 2019, there was an increased urgency for integrated transport tourism strategies. Elsia Grandcourt, Regional Director of Africa in the UN Tourism, captured and presented the ministerial declaration this way.
The ministers have also emphasized the need to facilitate intra-African travel, strengthen the conditions for peace and understanding between peoples through simplified visa regimes, reduced fees, fast-track procedures, and longer validity multi-entry visas.
To the delegates, a few backslaps and good handshakes signified a fulfilling outcome of the conference.
We've achieved the objectives, but as has been said here, now we need to really apply ourselves and get to work.
There are a strong political will, even if we don't have, as a ministers of tourism, a lot of money to implement it, but we have a strong will and we have a strong connection and commitment within the ministries of tourism to definitely change the face of tourism in Africa.
In essence, the conference solidified our shared vision, leveraging tourism and air transport as twin engines of inclusive, sustainable growth in Africa. Angola as a host has positioned itself as key future player, energized by major national investment and partnerships with the UN Tourism and International Civil Aviation Organization. Kingsley Uranta, Channels Television News.